Hi, my loves. Welcome back to my channel. What a time to be alive. Honestly, I can truly say that term or that phrase fits what's going on. It's crazy. Things are really strange now. I've seen things in the past few weeks that I feel like that I would never have seen, or the past week, I should say, I would never have seen in this lifetime. Um, and whew, it just it's crazy, honestly. So as you can see by the title of this video, this is a spiritual collective message due to what's going on in the world, you guys. I filmed this video like 10 times. Like, my speech, like, the effects of Mercury retrograde are still hitting me for some reason. So they're hitting me strong, you guys. So bear with me. But I thought it would be a great time to kind of focus in on our spirit and our soul. I send compassion, healing, love, and light to anybody that has been infected, affected by the virus. I pray for you and your family, your loved ones, your friends, that you guys get through this period, and for anyone that you may have lost to this. This video also offers healing, peace, and calmness to those that are panicking, are afraid of the unknown. And I want to say, I'll be honest and very transparent. I felt a bit panicked. I panicked, I should say, on like Saturday or Friday. I learned last Wednesday that my school is closing. For those who don't know, I've been studying a master's in psychology for the past few years, and I'm graduating in 2 months. Thank God. I'm so grateful and blessed to be able to have that opportunity, to be able to educate myself and further myself in that particular field. It's a passion for me. And so I learned it was closing on Wednesday. I remember texting my friends and family saying, I think things may be a little bit more serious than we thought they were. And then I had been wanting to pursue a job in the educational field, and they closed K through 12 on Friday. So some of them were for like 2 weeks. Some of them said into April 17th. Some said into further notice. So I don't know if I was naive or just very optimistic that it would just pass over. I was like, it'll be like the bird flu. Everything will be fine. You know, nothing touches America. We're untouchable. I don't know why Americans think like that, but we just do. And well, I kind of have a reasoning behind why we think like that, which I'll get into it. But that shocked me. And for the first time in my whole life, I'm 27, I felt lost. I was like, well, where do I move to now? Because I had planned on moving. I planned on starting a job. I planned on graduating, which graduation is still happening. We just moved online. The ceremony probably won't, due to like us not being able to be in crowds for, I think, 100 or 250. Don't quote me, but I don't think that'll happen. But at the end of the day, that's just a ceremony. You know what I mean? Like, the degree is still mine, so I'm still grateful and thankful. But I feel like that it's a great time to go inward and to reflect and heal. And I made a post about that on Instagram. I may try to insert it or link my page at the bottom. But I think what we're seeing in the world is a true reflection of our soul and spirit. And I think personally in my life, I'll say as well, when you're at a standstill or the world has completely stopped in some sense, you have no other option but to stay still and go inward, and reevaluate your life, what choices you've made maybe in the past, what you're making in the present, and what you can do going forward in the future. And that's something I really had to do on Friday, Saturday, early morning, to kind of relieve my panic. And I am thankful and fortunate to be able to have studied psychology and studied the mind, and actually studied myself as a person, because that's usually what happens. Like, in order for you to be the best mental health advocate, you have to heal and grow within yourself. Like, you can't heal other people if you haven't healed yourself. You start to push your values and beliefs and toxic thoughts and negative thoughts on other people, and that's not what you should be doing. That's not effective, and it's not ethical. So I can kind of address that panic and fear when it's happening in me. So I get how people are feeling that are overbuying food and tissue and germ medicines. I get it. I get it. And for someone that has had a lot of health issues in the past year before this happened, my concerns about my health, it kind of seeped in for me last week too. I was like, oh, okay. But I just had to get in my mind that I am protected. I have been working on my body and mind since I found out a lot of those health issues I had the previous 2 years, to kind of build my immune system and to meditate and chant and do yoga and eat healthy and things like that and make sure I'm exercising and losing weight. So I kind of had to put that into reality of what things I was doing to make my body healthy. And I think that the panic it has always been there in America, especially like in our nation. And I live in America, you guys, for who's watching. And I live in California, and the anxiety, depression, anybody's watching the video, including myself, I've experienced those things. It's very heightened. I don't know if the mental health has become more consciously aware in our society than what it was before, because it was a big stigma. It may have lessened a lot in the past decade or the past few years. And I think that people are more open about it, but we are a fear-driven society, and I get it because it's based off of our survival. It's flight or fight. But I feel like we're driven by fear in all aspects of our life, even when there shouldn't be fear. And I feel like that's what we're seeing in our society and in the world right now. And I feel like that we have not focused on health, which is what we're seeing in the world. And health is not just a physical thing. It is mentally, physically, and spiritually. And one thing I've learned within my career and my education is that fear breeds illness and disease. And I've seen it in my own life, and I know for a fact that it's real. It's something that's written about in textbooks. You can ask any doctor, any psychologist, that's real. You can say you have two minds, one here and one in the gut. People who say, I feel like I have butterflies, or I had a panic attack, I couldn't breathe. Fear shuts down your digestive system, your breathing, your immune system. It will literally take over your whole body if you allow fear to impede into your soul and your spirit and overtake it. It will do just that, and it will shut down everything. The mind, the body, and the spirit kind of works in a circle. It works together. If one stops, then one tends to overwork. Eventually, they'll malfunction altogether, and all three of them will shut down. And I mentioned in my post about false gods, and how this has given us time to reevaluate how we've lived our lives, or what we've allowed to, or what we welcome into our lives that was not for our better good, and what have we made a false god. So for mine, I mentioned in the post, was money and approval from others. I needed other people to tell me how amazing I was, how great I was, how intelligent I was, how amazing my work ethic was, how beautiful I was inside and out, how kind I was. I needed that because I didn't see it within myself. And I've learned over the years that love starts within. That's why it's called self-love, and that it pushes outwards to everyone else. And then you receive that back, because it's like an energy. It's flowing back and forth, back and forth. And then money. I grew up in environments where money solved everything. Like, we thought that money was wealth and abundance, and finances is just not wealth and abundance. Wealth and abundance can be happiness, joy, can be family, can be friends. It's whatever you define it as, but it isn't just money. Like, I've learned that money doesn't buy joy and happiness. I've tried. It doesn't work. Like you can bribe who you want to bribe. You can buy what you want to buy. The thing about a false god is that you'll never be satisfied. It's never fulfilling. And I mean that, like, it's times where I went from making a certain amount to making $7 to $8 more than that, having a car, having an apartment, things that I wish I had when I was growing up in those low income neighborhoods. I got them, and I was like, wait, what's going on here? Like, I'm not happy. I was bamboozled. You know what I mean? Like that. And I hate to like try to make it in a joking manner, but that's really how I felt. I was like, well, wait, something's wrong here, because I thought if I got X, Y, and Z, it would make me feel like this, but I don't. I feel the same. So that peace and happiness was not there. And at that point, it made me question my values and beliefs, because what I believed wasn't true, because I was living proof of it. So I think that in our society, we no longer live by our heart. We no longer live by compassion and love. We live by power, control, addictions, obsessions. And when we hear people talk about the devil, we've been programmed to believe that the devil, heaven and hell, and religion, he sued, fire, pitchfork, all of that type of stuff. That's what we've been programmed, which those are a lot of illusions in religion, and people tie them into spirituality. And a lot of things that are in religion are spirituality, but the way that people in religion use them, they were not designed for that. They were designed for love, compassion, hope, joy for people. But people are human, and they tend to mold things for power and control. And I think that has finally caught up to our society, especially in America. And I see it within myself. Like I said, money over everything. So it's just, I'm pretty sure that people that didn't grow up in my environments feel the same way. We find peace and happiness in luxury apartments, cars, shopping, beauty products, things like that. And then when we get those things, we say, well, we're not fulfilled, we need more. And I think that when the world is at a standstill, you have no other option but to stop and look within yourself and say, well, I have no access to these things anymore. Money, jobs, possible other material things. What can I do to have happiness and have peace? And that's within. So I think it's a beautiful time to just look at that. And like I said, I offer my experiences because I don't want to preach. I want to kind of learn and grow with my audience. And I love you guys for supporting me. And like I said, these things have been placed on my heart, and I've been procrastinating about certain things in my career and where I wanted to move in and stuff. And this has kind of pushed me into it, and I've been led to say, okay, this is the time now, you can't avoid it. So like I said, I'm graduating with a master's in psychology. It's a passion. I love helping people. The power of healing is an amazing thing. And I am now going to be a holistic lifestyle coach. I have been working on it for a while, a business plan and different things like that, and having talks. And I've been, programming thinking I do X, Y, and Z, A, B, and C, and D. And I'm taking a risky move, but I just have to do it. So with that being said, I'm offering a free session for first-time clients. Just a free session. And I'm going to leave my information in the description box, so you can contact me on Instagram or by email. And we will work it out what's best for you. So whether that's WhatsApp, Skype, FaceTime, just a regular phone call, I'm here. I'm here to help. I've healed myself, and I think it's time for me to heal others. So thank you so much for joining me, you guys. And I want to close with something. I'm starting something new where I do positive affirmations. And I pulled this one because I filmed this a few times. It says, I'm gifted with many talents. So say that with me. I'm gifted with many talents. And this goes along with this video and me moving into different career fields and stuff like that. Have faith and believe in yourself, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't heard this, I love you and I cherish you all. Bye bye.